The Queen of the Coast. In the middle of the Water Kingdom stood the throne of the Queen. Around her throne were pillars that reached into the darkness above, glowing with blue fire. Spirits guarded the pillars. Some looked like soldiers with shining spears, others looked like shadows with no form. All of them bowed low whenever the Queen lifted her head. The Queen of the Coast ruled with fear and beauty mixed together. When she smiled, her servants trembled, for her smile meant both life and death. When she frowned, the whole kingdom shook, and waves rose on the ocean above. Ships would sink, men would drown. Villages by the shore would hear storms roar without reason. Her crown was made of gold and strange stones, but each stone was not just decoration. It carried power stolen from men and women on land. Some stones held the star of a man's destiny. Some held the beauty of a woman stolen in a dream. Some held the wisdom of children never allowed to rise. The Queen wore them proudly. Every day the Queen held court. She sat on her throne, and the spirits came to her with reports. One spirit bowed and said, "Great Queen, today we entered the dreams of a young girl. We offered her beauty in exchange for service. She agreed, and we have written her name in the book of the kingdom." The Queen smiled, and her eyes shone like fire. Another spirit came forward. "Great Queen, a young man prayed for wealth. We showed him riches, and he followed our path. His future is now tied to your throne." The Queen laughed, her voice echoing through the water. This is how she ruled, through covenants. Humans on land asked for things, sometimes knowingly, sometimes blindly. In their sleep, in their weakness, in their greed, they made agreements. And once the covenant was sealed, their destinies no longer belonged to them. They belonged to the Queen. Her throne room had a book, large and shining, kept by a spirit that never slept. This book was called the Book of Names. Inside it were written the names of men and women whose lives had been tied to the Water Kingdom. Some had given themselves willingly. Others had been captured through the sins of their fathers or through careless choices they never understood. The Queen often rose from her throne to look into this book. She would run her hand over the names and smile. To her, each name was a chain. Each name was a prisoner, even if the person still walked freely on land. Beyond her throne room lay another chamber. This chamber was darker, filled with cages made of iron that never rusted. Inside these cages were souls, captives who cried day and night. Some were children taken in dreams. Some were men whose strength had been broken. Some were women who had given away their glory for beauty, fame, or power. Their cries never reached the land above. Only the Queen heard them, and their pain gave her more strength. But the Queen was not satisfied. She wanted more. "Bring me the strong ones," she told her servants. "Bring me those with great destinies. Bring me the voices that are rising on land. Bring me the children of light. Their fall will be my glory." Her servants bowed and vanished into the shadows. They would climb out of the ocean, enter towns, enter houses, enter dreams. Some would appear as lovers, some as helpers, some as friends, but their mission was one: to capture souls for the Queen. Above the water, on land, life looked normal. People traded, farmed, married, gave birth. But many did not know they were already bound. The Queen had stretched her net wide, and her chains were deep. And yet, in all her pride, the Queen felt something she could not explain. A trembling in the deep, a whisper of resistance, a shadow of light. Her kingdom was strong, but something was rising against her. Could her throne truly stand forever, or was her time already counting down?